So let's get into the new RCE, starting with adding text. When I go to edit any item, whether it's a page, quiz, discussion board, my first go-to will be to click into the item and then click edit at the top. And notice that your new rich content editor looks a little bit different. The tools that you know and love are still there in addition to a few more. So I'll walk you through some of the changes here. Firstly, you can make your editor full screen by clicking on that arrow in the bottom right-hand corner, or you can go to View and then uncheck this to go back to the normal screen, View Full Screen, to choose the view that you like best. If you click here on Edit, you'll see that there's now Undo, Redo, Cut, Copy, Paste, Paste as Text, Select All. In the view, you can go to the HTML editor if you know how to code. And if you don't, you can click on these less than / greater than symbol here at the bottom. And if when I hover over it, that's also the nice thing about the content editors, whether it's the old or the new one that you are looking at. If you hover over the icons, it tells you what those icons do. So this is to switch back to where I see my normal toolbar here. Insert, I can insert a link to external links or links within the course. I can add images, media, documents, and so on. So we'll start by adding text. As far as accessibility, know that the title of the item is header 1, and to best accommodate for students who use screen readers, you will want to use headings. So a heading might be success criteria. And when I click enter, it goes to paragraph. I'm going to list out, and notice there's no numbers, but everything is now nested. So if you can't find something, click on the drop-down arrow to see if you can find some other options here. So the default is the bulleted list, but if I want numbers or letters or Roman numerals, these are some new options here in the rich content editor. So I can add my success criteria here. And I can change the font, I can change the size by highlighting it, changing it to a different size. I can even go here to format, and here's where I can bold. I can also unbold. I can use my shortcuts, right? It shows me the shortcuts here, Control B, Control I, Control U. But you can also change the font. So the best, most accessible font for most individuals is a sans serif font. So something like Arial will usually be the default. But if I do want to change it to something else, like for the littles, Comic Sans is an easily readable font here. I can bold it. I can format my text to make it whatever font I'd like. I can change the color here, text color. I can change the background, which is this highlighting tool here. And so the tools that you know and love are still there, but they are often nested somewhere in between these little drop-down menus, like this bulleted list. To center, right? I can center success criteria if I'd like, the headers. And there are additional new tools such as new fonts and new menus, but everything is still there. So to format text, the format button will be your best friend to find all of the text-related items, but those items also do exist in this toolbar here. It's just a matter of personal preference as far as how you design as to which point of access you use. For example, again, headers, use them for accessibility, but I can also use it here in this drop-down menu.